Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Um, I had two people in my car. Both of them were men, and I was driving my car. And one of them was in the back seat. And this fucker would not shut the fuck up. Okay, I am young. I have a badass damn temper. And I done told this fucker like 4 times, shut the fuck up. Okay? The guy in the front seat's like, she ain't playing. I said, if I pull this car over and treat you like my kid, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. He thought I was playing. Well, instead I reached in my dash and I realized I had one of my knives in my dash still. Because normally I carry knives at all times. I carry one on my hip if I'm dressed. I used to carry one in my bag when I worked. I used to carry one in my purse. I carried 3 in my car. I've always liked my knife collection, okay? I like knives. I don't know. It just makes me feel better with a knife than it does a gun. I also don't call police, so there's a difference. The streets taught me that, I guess you could say, because, I don't know, my parents always called police, and I'm like, I ain't call police. Shoot, we can have this out right here, handle it like adults, and we can go about our way. Shoot, you whoop my ass, I'm gonna thank you, and we gonna get over it. And let's go. Because, no. But that's just me. Anyways, the dude was in the back seat, and he wouldn't shut up, and I pulled my knives out. And it's one of my old knives that I found in my car. And it has rust on it. I opened up and showed him. He's like, I don't want no damn tetanus shot. I'll shut the fuck up. He didn't make a peep my damn right home. I was like, that's all I gotta do, show you a rusted knife. And you don't want a tetanus shot. I'm good with that. Karma's a bitch. Because I will stab your ass. But the guy who was in my passenger seat is a really good friend of mine. He was one of them that if he was in my car and there was anything in my car, anything was to happen, I was taking it. That's my loyalty to certain people, with most people. Even though theirs wasn't with me like that, mine was with them like that. That is why loyalty kept me in a lot of situations that I should have walked out of by common sense. That's why I don't like to unconditionally love everybody, but I do. I just like to watch how much of what I give where now, because my loyalty is legit. I will do what it takes to protect mine. That's why I don't call police too. But like if we got pulled over, it was all on me. No lie. Still would be this day if he was in my car. And I don't know if he still knows that, but he should. But I was willing to go through pain no matter what for people who went through pain for me. But I'm still that way. That's the problem. I don't want to cause pain to nobody. And that's the reason why I still do it. I love unconditional. I love differently, yes. But I want people to feel that. Some people never had it. And yes, that's how you're supposed to control who you give it to after you learn your lesson. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not learning my lesson. I'll be honest. I ain't learning my lesson. I'm still going to give it. That's who I am. My heart is who I am. I have a big ass heart. It can be healed. God has me. I have me. It can be healed. Like, I'm not going to stop loving. That's who I am. I'm loving. I am kind. I am sweet. I can also be your worst nightmare. If you piss me off the wrong way. But you have to do that. Not me. You have to do that. Not people who know me. None of that. You actually have to do that. In order for me to not treat you with kindness is something you did to yourself. And you get so many chances too. Like, it ain't like the first fuck up I'm gonna treat you like shit. Like, you get so many chances. But after you disrespect me so many damn times or use me too far, yeah, I'm out. Like, there is no comeback from that. There's nothing you can do to come back. You know, I was sitting there thinking today, I was loyal to people that were not loyal to me, you know, okay? But I wouldn't change that. they probably didn't really have that from their friends, and they knew it. They knew I was. I see how far I've come in life. Like, I do look back here and there, and it ain't always a blessing to look back. But sometimes it is. Sometimes when you look back, you're like, damn, I've come a long damn way. I am not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be for my age. I feel like I'm behind, but I'm not behind. I just did things differently. I didn't do it the way everybody else did. But as I was told, I couldn't do it ever. And there's a difference. Now I believe in myself. Before I believed them. And if you've ever been treated that way, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was always told that I would never, ever have nothing. And I always thought they were right. Like, I have learned to work on cars because I've had cars that I need to work on them. Okay? And I wasn't either able to pay a mechanic, or the man who I was with was too stupid to actually do it for me because he'd get mad and beat the shit out of my car. Yes, I've had those two. Or he just wouldn't do it. Okay? And then the last one, I had to beg and plead to have it done. And he was mechanically inclined. Very. I'll give him credit where credit's due. And he would act like he wasn't. Oh no, he was. I mean, he Googled a lot of things. I'm not mad, figure it out. But I look back and I'm like, I was always put down. I was always abused emotionally and mentally, so I would never get nowhere. I was always told, you can't date this, you can't do that. So if a man had a house, I wouldn't date him. Yes, it went that far. It really did. I was always told that I wasn't good enough for that kind of man. So when those men hit on me, yeah, that was a different story. Like, it wasn't fair to them, some of them. Sorry, y'all. But it ain't your fault. Y'all are good men. Y'all just too good men for me, is what I was told. So I believed it. Like, if y'all doing your own thing, y'all too good for me, is what I was always told. If y'all ain't struggling and need me to step up and help you, y'all too good for me. I'm supposed to get the bite on the barrel, if that, is what I was always told. That's what I always went for. And the bite on the barrel means the abuse was a lot worse. Because I'm not ugly. Oh, I know. And my heart's pure. So, as soon as they realized that, boy, they treat me any way they wanted. And I'd stay. Stay through it all. Stayed through being cheated on. Stayed with being lied to. Stayed with being hit. Yeah. Because I thought it's as good as I could get. That's how much my parents and my family and other people broke me down in life too. That was as good as it would get. My brother was one of the worst. Like, you don't even know. And then when I look back, I'm like, it's not as good as I get. You don't get to make that limit on me. God does. You don't get to place me in the boxes no more. I'm not in them. See, God took my heart and said, let me fix it. And I said, please do. And I worked through all that pain and turned it all into power to motivate me to be a better person for me, to do his work. And if you don't believe I do his work, then you don't talk to me in person at all or on the phone. You don't know me at all. And that matters to me, because you do not know me if you do not know that I'm in doing whatever he needs me to do right now, no matter who it is. So, if you don't know that, you don't know me. And you ain't known me for over a year. That means you do not know me at all. Because I did a 360 at least twice. At least twice. So, You can hold my past all you want, but I don't live there no more. You can stay there with it. I don't care. Because you ain't coming back into my life. If you're out, you're gone. I wish you the best. I really do. But I know if you messed up with me, I ain't coming back. That's a choice I get to make. I ain't got to deal with you. That's a choice I finally get to make for myself. I ain't got to keep putting up with abuse. See, before I would put up with it, I'd keep standing around, keep dealing with bullshit. Not no more. I do wish you the best, but just not around me. And God bless you. Good luck.